King Charles and Queen Camilla's royal tour of Australia and Samoa. Now, this tour has been making headlines, and it's a big deal for several reasons. Let me break it all down for you. So, King Charles touched down in Sydney on October 18th, and despite the rainy weather, the welcome was anything but gloomy. The Governor-General and Prime Minister of Australia were there to greet him. And get this, Australia lit up the iconic Sydney Opera House with images of the King and Queen. 21 photos, including some throwback shots of Charles from the 1960s, were projected onto the building. Now, that's what I call a royal welcome. Queen Camilla made quite the statement herself, wearing a royal blue dress and a brooch that belonged to Queen Elizabeth. This trip holds emotional weight, especially after the king revealed his battle with cancer earlier this year. But that hasn't slowed him down. Charles is pushing forward with his royal duties, making this his first visit to a Commonwealth country since ascending the throne. Now, here's where it gets really historical. King Charles is the first British king to ever visit Australia. The last time a British monarch toured the country was back in 1954, when Queen Elizabeth made her famous visit. Charles is definitely stepping into some big shoes here, but it wasn't all about ceremonies and formalities. King Charles brought along a special gift for Australia's Parliament, a stunning hourglass, marking the 200th anniversary of the New South Wales Legislative Council. Such a thoughtful gesture, don't you think? And of course, the tour included many key moments. Visiting Parliament House, paying respects at the Australian War Memorial, and even watching some Indigenous performances. They've really made an impact. Oh, and here's a fun little tidbit for you. An alpaca named Hefner sneezed on King Charles, but he didn't miss a beat. He even gave the alpaca a gentle pat on the nose. Gotta love a monarch with a down-to-earth attitude, right? But it wasn't all fun and games. King Charles took some time to visit cancer researchers at the Melanoma Institute and even put on a hard hat while touring a housing development site. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla focused on causes close to her heart, like raising awareness about domestic violence and promoting literacy. Then, the tour moved to Samoa, where the royal couple received a grand royal salute and participated in traditional ceremonies. One of the most exciting moments? The Samoan people offered King Charles the title Tue Tamiasina, which means High Chief. This is a big honor and shows how much respect the region has for him. But now let's get into the real debate. With King Charles still undergoing cancer treatments, do you think these tours are necessary, or should he be focusing more on his health? I'd love to know your thoughts. And what about Queen Camilla? How do you feel about her role during this tour?